What's going to be a good color considering he's going to be there? What did I already use? I used green and I used purple, right? I'm going to go for a strong red. I have one in here. Delightful. Okay. So what's going to be the next step? I need to figure out a good undershirt color. That's going to be recurring a lot. So I've done green, I've done purple, I've done blue. Yellow. Yellow is a tough color for anybody to pull off, but you know what? That's going to be undercolor for this character. Not going to be crazy, but it's going to be there. Come on now. Behave. Nope. Not what I wanted. There we go. So when I am able to do the back burner party, what I plan on working on is a game. I know everything I just said about being worried about using dreams, so I'm not using dreams. I'll be using another program that I've been able to practice with called RPG Maker. Now, RPG Maker has a very, very long history, longer than I realized. It actually goes back to at least the Super Nintendo, or I don't even know if it came over to the US, so it would have been the Super Famicom in Japan. And what it is a program for making old school RPGs. And a little while back, I came across a thing that indie developers had been making, which were horror RPGs in this style. And it's so interesting. And I've had a couple ideas for games in that vein that I want to do. Make it a bit more of a brown now. And so I decided that as a test, I'm going to make a game version of one of my horror comics. I just realized I missed the shoulder pad. Let me go ahead and take care of that. For those of you familiar with my comic, The Light Outside the Window, that's what I'd be adapting. For those of you not familiar with it, buy my comic. No, it's a story based on the ghost stories from my alma mater, Kenyon College. And the whole idea is a freshman gets put in a room that's haunted by a ghost that every night, starting after a certain point in the year, this ghost haunts her window and is screaming for help as she burns to death. It's absolutely horrifying what's happening. And the story is about how the protagonist, Nora, deals with it. And what ended up happening with it it's one of my favorite comics that I've ever done, which is kind of, People like to talk about how it's like picking your kids, picking your favorite comic. This is one of my favorite comics. Don't know what that would say about me as a parent, but there you go. Um, uh-oh, it's not the same. No, it's kind of close, but it should be fine. Um, how close is that? Like eyeballing. Tonally, it's going to be very similar. I'm going to make this a shade lighter if I can. And that goes back to that. About there. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty bad. Yeah, I'm not keeping that. All right. Let's see what I can make it instead. Maybe a little more gray. No, I bet that's an even closer tone. You know what? That'll work. It might vibrate a little bit, but it shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna, there we go. That should have fixed it across the entire thing. Yep, that'll work. Much will depend upon what I do with the pants. For the belt, I'm gonna do a royal blue. It's only gonna be seen a little bit. That'll help balance a little bit. You know what? I take that back. I like that better for the pants. I learned something from my computer messing up. There we go. Cool. Not going to need to see that anymore. Let's do, see if I can find a good maroon. Yeah, that's going to be what I need. Awesome. The costumes are just about done. How long have I been recording? Close to an hour. I'd say we have another 15, 20 minutes of work. So appreciate y'all hanging in there. Of course, if you're watching this from the replay, it's all been broken up anyway. So what do you really care? What should I make those arm things? No, I'm gonna make them dark gray. Well, there we go. Don't think they show up. Nope. All clear. Okay. Back to really concentrating on what's happening and talking again. Oh, that'll be too dark. I'm gonna make it. That'll work. Whew. So this week is going to be interesting because I need to get some serious inking done, but it's also going to be a holiday weekend, which means I'm going to need to do some lift driving. It's the eternal balance of the freelancer, passion project versus money. My hope is that at the beginning of the week, so Monday and Tuesday, I'll be able to get a ton done. Just that's going to be my goal. Hit everything hard. Come to think of it, whenever this replay goes up, that time will have passed. I'm recording this on 6:30, and the stuff's probably going to go up in about a week. Just how I've been doing them. Stop that. I told you undo. There we go. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't get me too much farther behind. I've already been playing catch up since I had a hard time getting into doing the inks for letters. Every time you switch to a new job, you kind of have to remember how you did it before, which is especially tricky because I've changed a little bit of how I'm doing it, but I'm still trying to mimic what I did in the prior version of this. All right, let me get this saved. And now I'm going to need